Ever wonder why the smell of a sizzling steak can make your mouth water instantly? Or why a perfectly grilled piece of meat feels so satisfying? It's not just your taste buds talking, it's millions of years of evolution. Today, we're diving into why humans are designed to be carnivores. We'll explore how our biology, evolutionary history, and a natural love for meat all show that we're hardwired for a carnivorous diet. To understand why we're built to eat meat, let's take a trip back in time. Way back, for millions of years, our ancestors weren't just munching on berries, they were tracking down big game like mammoths and bison. This shift from foraging to hunting transformed early humans from plant-eating gatherers into powerful predators. Our ancestors, those hunter-gatherers roaming the savannas, they knew what was up. They were the original survivalists, navigating a world full of dangers and opportunities. Hunting wasn't just a skill, it was a way of life, a tradition passed down through generations. They hunted, they ate meat. But it was more than just sustenance. It was a communal activity, a way to bond and share stories around the fire. Imagine the thrill of the hunt, the camaraderie, the sense of accomplishment when they brought down a large animal. And it's a big part of why we're here today. The consumption of meat played a pivotal role in our development. It provided the necessary nutrients that fueled our brains, allowing us to think, innovate, and evolve. We're talking millions of years of evolution. Our brains got bigger, our guts got smaller. This shift allowed us to become more efficient, more intelligent, and more adaptable. The energy-dense meat was a game changer. We became the apex predator. Meat fueled that transformation. Think about it. From the savannas of Africa to the icy tundras, humans adapted to various environments, and meat was a constant in our diet. The protein, the fat, the nutrients in meat, they were essential. These components were the building blocks of our bodies, providing the strength and endurance needed to survive and thrive in harsh conditions. They built us from the ground up. Every bite of meat was a step towards the future, a future where humans would dominate the planet. It wasn't just about eating, it was about building a legacy. It's not just history, man, it's science. Researchers have studied fossils, examined ancient tools, and analyzed DNA to understand the impact of meat on our evolution. The evidence is clear. Meat was a cornerstone of our development. These weren't dudes snacking on berries and leaves. While plant-based foods were part of their diet, they were not the main course. Meat provided the high-calorie intake necessary for survival and growth. They were out there bringing down big game. Mammoths, bison, and other large animals were on the menu. Hunting these creatures required skill, strategy, and teamwork. It was a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, and it wasn't just about survival, it was about thriving. Meat made us human. It allowed us to develop complex societies, create art, and explore the world. The legacy of our ancestors lives on in every meal we share, every story we tell, and every step we take. Our bodies are like finely tuned machines built for processing meat. Human stomach acid is extremely acidic, strong enough to break down meat and kill harmful bacteria. Herbivores, on the other hand, have much milder stomach acid because they're focused on digesting plants. Our stomachs are clearly optimized for a carnivorous diet. Next up, teeth. People often point out that our teeth aren't as sharp as a lion's, but they're still designed for tearing into meat. Our canines handle cutting through meat, while our versatile molars take care of the rest. Compare that to herbivores, whose flat teeth are specialized for grinding plants. And our digestive systems tell the same story. Herbivores have long intestines to break down fibrous plants. We, on the other hand, have shorter digestive tracts similar to those of other meat eaters, perfect for quickly processing nutrient-dense foods like meat. Let's talk nutrition. Meat is packed with bioavailable nutrients, meaning our bodies can easily absorb and use them. Essential vitamins and minerals like B12, heme iron, vitamin D, and omega-3s are naturally found in animal products, but are either missing or harder to absorb from plants. Protein is another major factor. Animal protein is complete, containing all essential amino acids in the right proportions. This is vital for muscle growth, brain function, and overall health. It's no surprise that athletes and high performers often thrive on carnivore and keto diets. They're tapping into nature's most efficient fuel source. While some argue that meat is harmful, modern research reveals that processed foods, sugars, and unhealthy fats are the real culprits behind chronic diseases. Returning to a diet centered on whole animal foods helps reduce inflammation, balance blood sugar, and support metabolic health. We've been thriving on this way of eating for millions of years, and the results speak for themselves. Meat myths debunked, separating fact from fiction. In today's world, where information is at our fingertips, it's easy to get lost in a sea of conflicting advice and sensational headlines. When it comes to meat, the myths and misconceptions are particularly rampant. Let's dive deep and separate the facts from the fiction. Now, there's a lot of misinformation out there about meat. From social media influencers to well-meaning friends, everyone seems to have an opinion. But how do we know what's true and what's just a myth? It's crucial to rely on scientific evidence and expert opinions rather than getting swayed by popular but unfounded claims. People freaking out about cholesterol, saturated fat, cancer. These concerns are often amplified by dramatic headlines and fear-mongering articles. It's no wonder that many people are confused and anxious about their dietary choices. But let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Don't buy into the hype. It's easy to get caught up in the latest health scare, but it's important to approach these topics with a critical mind. Not everything you read or hear is based on solid science. Sometimes it's just a matter of sensationalism and misinformation. Now let's address some common myths. You've probably heard that eating meat leads to heart disease or cancer, but many of these claims come from flawed studies that ignore other factors like lifestyle and diet quality. Blaming meat for modern diseases is like blaming the tires for a car crash. It's missing the bigger picture. Another myth suggests humans should be herbivores like our closest primate relatives. But even chimpanzees, our closest cousins, hunt and eat meat when they can. If you find yourself craving a steak instead of a salad, it's not just preference, it's a signal that your body knows what it needs. People thriving on carnivore diets report improved energy, clearer skin, better digestion, and enhanced mental clarity. By focusing on nutrient-dense animal foods and cutting out plants, many discover that their bodies operate at their best. Dietary cholesterol, the kind you get from food, has a minimal impact on blood cholesterol levels for most people, and saturated fat, it's time to rethink its role in our diet. While it's true that excessive consumption of saturated fat can be harmful, moderate intake is not the villain it's often made out to be. It's not the artery-clogging demon it's been made out to be. In fact, recent studies suggest that saturated fat can have a neutral or even positive effect on heart health when consumed as part of a balanced diet. In fact, it can actually improve your cholesterol profile by raising HDL, the good cholesterol. HDL helps to remove bad cholesterol from the bloodstream, reducing the risk of heart disease. So, instead of fearing saturated fat, focus on maintaining a balanced diet that includes a variety of nutrients. By understanding the science and debunking these myths, we can make better choices for our health and well-being. Remember, it's not about eliminating certain foods entirely, but about finding a balance that works for you. So next time you hear a sensational claim about meat, take a moment to dig deeper and separate the fact from the fiction. The pleasure of meat, a deeper dive. Being a carnivore isn't just about nutrition, it's about pleasure. Meat-centric meals bring people together in a way that salads just can't compete with. Today, we're going to explore the joy and simplicity of a meat-focused diet. Whether it's a perfectly cooked ribeye, some crispy bacon, or a juicy burger, meat is more than food. It's an experience. The aroma, the sizzle, the taste, it all adds up to something special. Meat-centric meals have a unique way of bringing people together. There's a communal aspect to sharing a hearty meal that salads just can't match. It's about more than just eating, it's about creating memories. Plus, eating this way is simple. Meal prep as a carnivore is as easy as cooking up a batch of meat and you're done. No need to worry about pairing grains and veggies. Just focus on the real star of the plate. The simplicity of a meat-focused diet means less time in the kitchen and more time enjoying your food. It's straightforward, satisfying, and delicious. If someone questions your food choices, just smile and let them know you're sticking with what your body was designed for and loving every bite. There's no need to justify the pleasure of eating meat. Embrace the joy of meat-centric meals and the simplicity they bring to your life. It's about savoring every bite and enjoying the experience with those you care about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the benefits of a meat-based lifestyle. Remember, your health is in your hands, so savor every bite and stay informed on your journey. If you found value in this video, hit that like button, share it with others who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights and tips to fuel your path to better health. Until next time, take control of your health and thrive.